Hello, friends. Welcome back to the Camino de Santiago meditations on the Bible. We're on a pilgrimage here, and that's what the Camino de Santiago is all about, a pilgrimage. And I guess the real question always comes up is, what exactly is a pilgrimage? Are you going to go see something really cool, and why can't you just drive there then? A pilgrimage is a journey of transformation. A journey in which you start off as someone or something and you become something different. You examine your life, you transform. Now, I'm on a little bit of a detour, sort of. The Camino splits up into two alternative tracks here, and this one is the less taken way. Now, I would say that was because of my ingenuity and my independent spirit, but rather it was more I didn't really know, and I just kind of picked one. So this one's kind of through the woods, and it's called Jacob's Way. Now, I don't know why it's called Jacob's Way, but I know of a Jacob in the Bible, a Jacob that went on pilgrimage twice. He fled from the consequences of his sin against his brother, against his father, and he fled and became something different. Now, in Genesis chapter 32, he is on a different sort of pilgrimage. He is now coming to right the wrongs as best he can. He's trying to reconcile with his brother. This is a serious thing. We are not made to stay the same. We're not made to be stuck where we are. And sometimes we need a kick in the pants. We need a jolt to jump us out of things and into something new. Gorgeous countryside, isn't it? Northern Spain. Genesis chapter 32. Jacob is approaching his brother. He's concerned his brother is going to kill him. And he is remembering some of the moments that he had alone with God on his first pilgrimage, where he made promises and he asked for God's protection. Genesis 32 verse 10, he says on his second pilgrimage on his way back home, "I am unworthy of all of the kindness and faithfulness you have shown your servant. Indeed, I crossed over the Jordan with my staff, and now I have become two camps." All I had was this walking stick, and now I have so very much. I have families, I have wealth, prosperity, health. Please rescue me from my brother Esau, for I am afraid of him. Otherwise he may come and attack me, the mothers and their children. You have said, I will cause you to prosper, and I will make your offspring like the sand of the sea, too numerous to count. He spent the night there and took part of what he had brought, and then he kind of sent those folks on up ahead. And then he sends his family up on ahead. And we skip down to verse 24. So Jacob was left alone, and a man wrestled with him until daybreak. When the man saw that he could not defeat him, he struck Jacob's hip socket as they wrestled and dislocated his hip. Then he said to Jacob, "Let me go, for it is daybreak." But Jacob said, "I will not let you go unless you bless me." "What is your name?" the man asked. "Jacob," he replied. "Your name will no longer be Jacob, it will be Israel, for you have struggled with God and with men and have prevailed." Then Jacob said, "Please tell me your name." And the man refuses to tell him his name in such a way that makes it come across his blessing, but then also his refusal of name. We sense that this was, in fact, God. You have wrestled with God and with man and have prevailed. We are meant to be people who, through prayer, through integrity, through determination of doing good, wrestle with God and with mankind. Not in an attempt to defeat God or anything like that, but to struggle alongside with God in what He is trying to accomplish in this world. It is a big, vast world full of all sorts of people from all different places, and I've had the privilege of meeting quite a few along this trail already, and I'm going to meet a whole lot more as I go forward, I'm sure. But the question is pilgrimage. What kind of transformation? You don't have to get on a long trail and go for a really long walk to have a pilgrimage of your own. Perhaps it's a 40-day Bible study through the Bible. Maybe it's a 40 days of prayer. Or maybe your church has some sort of campaign, a special thing that they're going to do for you to jump in with both feet and say, I want what God has for me from this season. I want to be different at the end of this season than I am now. And that's really the heart of pilgrimage. Whether you're walking in Spain or whether you are seeing what God has for you in the everyday, you can make a season special by choosing to open yourself up to change, to asking yourself what change God wants to do in your life. Because, like I said, we're not meant to be stuck. We're not meant to be in 10 years who we are today. We are meant to be better. We are meant to be nicer, more loving people, more courageous people, people more full of faith. So, the question I have for you today is, what does God want to change in your life? Because I'm certainly asking those questions as I go on this travel, this walk, this pilgrimage. How am I changing? And I've shared with the larger audience that one of the main things I'm looking for is a change in my physical health. Now, that's not the only reasons, but I wanted to get out more and be with more people, be more social. When everyone I ever meet seems to be a Christian in real life because they're just mostly just people through my church, gives me an idea that maybe I need to get out and walk the world around a little bit, right? Get to touch what reality is once again, to feel the pains of this world again through the eyes and ears of the people who are walking through it. And I think that we need to stay grounded. We need to stay connected to other people. So those are some of my thoughts, some of my reasons and such. But what does God want to do in your life? Are you open to it? What can you do where you are to have a pilgrimage right where you are? All right, friends, until we meet again, God bless you all. This is Steve Poplar of the Poplar Bible Studies. I will see you later.